Hey Cancer, what's going on? Welcome back for your weekly reading. You got the card of solitude, and in the card, it's a woman sitting outside by a campfire, but there's a party going on inside. So she's purposely taken herself away from the chatter, away from all of the perceived fun, and she's put herself in a very peaceful place. Okay. So we are going to do a clarity spread today. I've decided, source decided, I just comply. So, your biggest fear right now and what's distracting you is moving on. There's something about it's like what are you getting from holding on to whatever it is that you have? There's something about you. It's like there's something you're afraid to let go of and move. That's your fear. You're afraid to let go of something and move forward. Your advice though, like where your focus should be on your passions. There are things that you can be learning and grow, like skills you could be attaining right now, experiences you could be having, but they want you to do it. You see how he's alone? They're making a point about solo because you look, solitude, she's by herself while the party's going on up here. She's got a fox watching her, which foxes can represent, divine detours. They can represent being strategic, but they can also represent somebody doing something, without your knowledge. And she's got the butterfly near her, which is about her transformation. So the more you are alone and choosing yourself, it's like this is the time to pull away from other people, their biases, their opinions, and expectations of you, and figure out what your own opinions are. Figure out what your own expectations are for yourself. And how you do that, the way to move forward from this fear of something not working out. There's like almost like what if this doesn't happen? What if that? Almost a what if fear is going on. And they want you to focus your energy on passion, things that make you feel focused, things that make you feel. It's almost like you can lose your time in something. There's something you could do where you can lose your time where it's hard for you to start because it's newer. But once you start, you really enjoy doing this. So let's see. Past experience to let go. Two of Cups in reverse. There's a past experience that wants to be let go right now. It's to do with the relationship, and I imagine that's what it is. The past experience that still needs to be let go, which this is what it's saying. You're afraid to move on from something. What are you afraid to move on? They are saying this relationship is already physically over, but for some reason somebody's still holding on to some false hope that something can work out. Okay, let's see. Okay, so in the past, there's something like whether it was a collaboration or some type of skill you were building, there's something that you were good at that other people look like they look to you for advice in this area, or it's something that it's like you're good at it, but maybe you haven't really allowed yourself to fully engage in it because you're still trying to figure out how to let go. They want you to know as you continue to work on these passion projects, this comes right back around. The Three of Pentacles, where I just heard carpentry for someone. So literally, she's doing some type of wood, like metal work here. But I did just hear something with carpentry. Okay. All right. So this is going to be what you need to build. So what is it you need? They want me to get a different deck. So which deck do I? Oh, this one. I used this in a while. There's some resistance. Okay. What is it you want to build or cultivate? Let's see. Where should that focus be? balancing things out in your life, making things fair. But do you see how it flew? The justice card flew all the way over here on this breakup card and you starting something. There's something here about this breakup being significant to you moving forward, doing something different. Whatever this breakup was, it helped you pave a new path. And that's what they want you to focus on right now. This is what they want you to build and cultivate. Something about making this situation fair and how you make this fair. So this relationship here, that's interesting because this relationship being what? I did. Oh shit. Okay. All right, guys. This card came out like this. And when I flipped it over, it was in reverse. And they told me to keep it in reverse. So let's switch this up now. This flew out all the way over here. They are telling you, okay, they're letting you know right now what to build is whatever this skill is that you had started learning when you went through this breakup, when you went through some type of separation here in some capacity. You started doing something new, and whatever that new thing was, you have the opportunity to be able to work in a group and work with like-minded individuals. So it's like they don't want you looking for justice when it comes to this relationship. They want you to let that go. So what they want you to build is the skill and to let that go. It's almost like they want this to be a workaround. So I'm going to leave it there. Next step. Okay, so the next step, since you're going to be in solitude, the next step is there's a little bit of wonky thinking going on in your energy, and they want you to be able to work through that pain. So however you want to do that. I personally recently, guys, I have been doing a lot of writing when it like poetry. I've been writing a lot of poetry to help heal my experiences from that need some attention. And I used to do that as a child. I used to sit in my room and just write poems about the things I was going through, and I loved it. It was something I really enjoyed doing. And I got away from it for decades, and Source reminded me of that, and so I've been doing that, using that as a process to help me heal. And it has helped quite a bit. So if you're having a hard time getting something started, maybe try that. But there's some energy here that the next step in your energy right now is to focus on healing whatever the faulty mindsets are. So let's see. Okay. Your inner strength. This is the card of your inner strength, and you have the Empress sitting in your inner strength part. I love this because what this is saying is you're already doing the work. You've already been cultivating all this. You've already been through the hard stuff. Now, as the Empress, you are in the position where you are taking a long look at what you've been through, the struggles, and synthesizing what it is that you've learned from this. It's like everything you've been through has made you stronger. And they wanted to point out, it's like they want to point out the difference in the color of the cards. It's like as you heal this it's like your life will naturally start filling with these colors of vibrancy. And when I say filling with these colors, I mean experiences. So you see green and you see red, that's passion, that is heart-based energy, that's communication, that's fun, that's grounding. And they're letting you know like you are rebirthing yourself. So as you focus on this, you are literally becoming the Empress. You are becoming that very strong, solid energy who embodies all of the queens. You are good with boundaries. You're good with intuition and listening. You're good with action. You're good with setting, your logical thinking. There's so much you're good at. And I also heard beautiful, whether you're handsome, there's something about you. Like, I don't know if you consider yourself, and I'm just using this terminology, whether you're a man or not, you consider yourself a plain Jane, but it's interesting because when other people look at you, they are not seeing you through the same lens you are. It's almost like you kind of like glow to them. There's something about you just, it's almost like when they look at you, they hear, oh. It's like that's what they get is this like magical energy about you, but you don't see yourself that way. So let's see if you're going to have any help or, let's see if you're going to get any type of help or advisor. Okay. Your advice. So it's not looking like you have any help as physical help coming in. Your advice is to let go of the art. It's like whatever you used to do, like all this arguing and bickering that happened, or animosity, jealousy, stuff that happened in the past. This is what you're letting go of and healing. So your advice is to heal this by taking a look at it, expressing that emotion, whatever the emotion is, express it. And what people tend to not understand, and this is really important, when you are expressing an emotion that is tied to something from the past, you are going to express it as if it's happening in the present, but it's not. You're going to express it, and a lot of times what you say is not valid. It's not going to make sense to you. It's like what you say when you say it out loud sounds ridiculous, but you are vibrating that. So your inner being's trying to pull that message up and out of you. So even though your logical mind says, hey, I don't believe this about myself. Your heart is saying that. Your belly, your solar plexus is screaming that, and it needs to come up and out of your body. So that's what's going to happen here is things that have been buried because of these arguments, because of the turmoil that you lived in. That's what you're addressing next, and that's what's helping you step into the new cycle. Okay, I love you, Cancer. I'm going to leave it there. I'll see you in the next one. Peace and love.